Who is Raney? The leader of an encampment of Zygerrian slave traders preparing for the return to rebuild the Zygerrian slave empire. His encampment included humans and Phaline, which is the Black Sun species, and he also had Muchi, who was a adolescent rancor owned by Jabba the Hutt. He has a scar on his face giving him a milky eye, so he clearly has some sort of past where he was in battle. And in episode 5 of The Bad Batch Rampage, Omega lets him live, so this character still, as far as we know, is existing in the world of Star Wars. This character, in general, I would like to see the Zygerrians explored a lot more. You know, we only see this character in this episode. He's a character introduced. Maybe he'll show up in Season 2 of The Bad Batch, where the Zygerrian slave empire is, back in full force. But I would like to see, the underworkings or the dark side of this part of Star Wars. Obviously, the slave trade coming back with the rise of the Empire is a dark time in Star Wars, and I would like to see that kind of brought to life visually or in a novel about, like, how does this operate, where are they getting these, slaves more or less, and how are they trading, what are they trading for, are they collecting species, what makes the Zygerrian slave empire the Zygerrian slave empire is what I kind of want to see in the world of Star Wars. But I think this character is pretty cool. Like I said, he does have the scar on his face, so he does have some sort of past. I'd like to think that he was maybe once a slave himself and then freed himself somehow, and then continues slaving because that's where the money is for Zygerrians. But on the overall, I think it's a good character that they just introduced. He's a very one-off character. If this character doesn't get expanded or gets killed later on, cool. But like I said, in general, I want to see what the Zygerrians are up to, and I want to see them rise to power, and I want to see their influence as well. What species may kind of have some loose morals that may take part in the Zygerrian slave trade for wealth or for slaves themselves. But nonetheless, interesting character, lots of background with the character, with the Zygerrian slave empire, but pretty cool. So with that, until next video, goodbye.